Hi guys, it's Maaike. Today I'm back with a do-it-yourself lip balm gift card thingy. I don't know what the technical term is, but I was at the Action today. That's a Dutch store, but you can buy these everywhere, I'm sure. And I found these really cool Pepsi, and it came with a pouch already. As you can see, I ripped it off and then tried to clean it. I'm sure if you soak it, it will come off better, but I just found a dye that works and you don't need to. So I went through all my rectangular dies, and in the end I found these Nelly Snelle that fits around it, but it's a little bit short. So I'm gonna do a two-part die cutting and elongating the die, which is easy to do, and if you're curious, that's this one. But I made a mistake. Anyway, I also die cut the outer shape with the same dies, so it's the same shape. And I'm tracing the length of the lip balm pouch. It's a bit hard to place it because it's a white die and it has stitching on both sides, and I thought that was nice because it would leave a little stitch detail outside the window. But I measured it to go around the pouch, but that's of course the inside of the window and not where it cuts. So I left it in so I can show you, but I switched dies, and I will tell you how I measured it instead, because I didn't think about it. That's too. And to do partial die cutting, you can do two things. You can put it the whole way or just leave the end out that you don't want to cut. But because we're elongating it, it doesn't really matter. If you were to shorten it, it would matter. But see, now it doesn't cut on one side, and you can put it on the other pencil mark, and it will kind of glide back into the holes that you already have there. So that's your guide. And again, you can leave it out or die cut the whole thing again. It doesn't matter in this case. So there's my pouch. And now I realized that the window is much bigger than I thought. So fingers crossed, see. And now you would see the blue packaging, which is not very pretty. And well, you could put a little trim around it or something like that. But yeah, that was my mistake. Is I put it around the pouch and I didn't account for the little discrepancy between the window and where it actually cuts. So I did it again with a different die, and that fits perfectly. I also had to elongate it, but what I did, instead of putting it around the pouch, I looked at the width of the pouch with the die between the die cuts, and I'm sorry that was off screen. But yeah, just now the shape doesn't match, but you can of course die cut it again. I'm not really bothered, it's just to show you. And this is just designer paper, which I die cut in the same size, and I'm tracing the area where the lip balm will be. So I know where to put the glue, but also where to put stitches. There's also a pretty die that does your rib edges, but I have this cutter that does stitched lines or perforating lines, and I tried it on this just printer paper, copy paper, and yeah, it worked. So I didn't try it on a DSP paper yet, but I'm sure that's kind of the same thickness. So here I'm just showing you that if this is glued down, then you just rip the bit in the middle. So I'm also using the pencil lines. I'm cutting from one side and not quite till the end. You could, if you wanted to, and it's not the same all the way through. But yeah, you can. I was kind of afraid that my paper would break in half. I'm not sure it would, but as I said, I never tried it before. And to attach the pouch, I'm just putting on some double-sided Be Creative tape. And I appreciate if you have 50 or 100 to do, you don't really want to go and clean up the blue edge, you know, soak 50 of those things. But you don't have to if you have the right die. Just make sure that when you hold it up to the pouch, that it's the cutting line is close to the edge. So you can decorate it all. I'm not doing it for the video because you know you can stamp it, you can put images on, or flowers or ribbons, whatever you want, and that's up to you. Probably should have done blue, I just realized that now. These Pepsi also came in wild cherry Pepsi taste and menthol strawberry. I only bought this one. I kind of like it. It's brown, but it smells and tastes of Pepsi, which is really cool. Yeah, so I was just thinking, you know, if you want to do these, a friend of mine saw it and she wanted a cheaper solution than having to buy pouches, and I thought you don't have to buy the pouches because they're already included in the packaging. So why would you waste this and then buy new ones if you don't have to? Of course, if you want to, please go ahead, but I am kind of the person that likes to reduce the waste instead of add to the landfill. So I'm using tape runner here just to put them together, and it's a little bit tricky because of the dimension of the pouch. And you see, you can put it on a card still, you can make it into a tag, whatever you want. I just chose this shape to show you it's not the way you should probably go, but I'll also show you the rib line. It works perfectly, and it fits. It has these little notches that keep the lip balm in place. So, well, I think it's a good idea. If you don't have access to the MFT pouches, which are fabulous in their own right, but I have to order them from America, and that for me is a little bit of a hurdle, I would say. So I think this is a good solution, and I hope you like it, and I hope you will give it a try, and I will see you very soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.